How's it going, everybody? Welcome to my channel and thank you for checking out today's video. I have something really fun that I tried to think of as far as a new build to be able to try for Ubers, and instead of going for the most godly of setups, I went with the most basic, cheap, super Uber build that I could think of, and it was my Frenzy Barb, because that's just what I'm most familiar with when running Ubers. And I wanted to make it so basic, I have nothing above for my setup. With that said, I want to go ahead and give a comment shout out, and today's comment is going to be Jacobson K, who after watching my video on how to be able to get Diablo Clone to spawn faster, was able to get a really good 18-19-10 anti-charm for his first one to drop, and I also was able to help him with his spamming issue when it comes to the messages for the SOJs being sold to the merchants. Being that you're seeing this video, it means that I actually did succeed in making a build that was able to run Ubers on a really cheap, inexpensive setup. And with that said, let's check out what it was.
Not even death can save you from me.
Greetings, mortals. I knew you would find your way back here.
Okay, I hope this works. So today I'm going to be trying out a build that I thought of. I wanted to keep it as budget and basic as nothing above There's going to be no endgame rewards, no enigma, no infinity, nothing like that. It's going to be simply and below. And I'll go over the gear in just a minute, but the idea for this build is crushing blow. That's it. And we'll go over the attributes and I'll show you just how much crushing blow that I have. The strength is enough to be able to equip all my gear. And you can see here the dexterity, I have a lot more than I usually would if I'm just going to do a regular max Vita build. But this is the same character that I have that does my actual Uber running. So I have the dexterity as it is. And with all the rest of the gear that I'm going to get for when he actually does really run Ubers with the endgame gear that I have, it'll be boosted back up so he can hold his phase blades. I'm not going to change it because it really helps with attack rating, because this character at this point, being that he is already done with Hell, he's at a high level, and his attack rating is barely over 3,500, it's going to be trash. It is enough strength to be able to hold the gear. A little bit more actually than needed, because of the fact that my character is not strength bugged. He is using G-Face, and he got the extra strength from when I had to adjust a little bit of vitality into strength. But the rest of it, max Vita, and that's it. Nothing super good. Also, you can see my resistances. They're trash. They're terrible. I am going to be supplementing that with Treachery. I'm going to pre-buff with it. I'm not going to show it in the video because we all know how to do it. You put on Treachery to begin with, go to the River Flame, stand in the fire pit, wait for these resistances to turn blue, and you're good to go. So right here we can see that when it comes to his crushing blow, where in the world is it? So 115% crushing blow. So, and 33% chance of open wounds. So he is going to be dealing crushing blow damage the entire time. And the rest of the gear is going to be helping with supplementing a little bit of extra base damage because I am using flails. Skill tree, we're going to go from the bottom up. So combat skills. Frenzy is my main skill, so let me go ahead and set that right now, because otherwise it's not going to do it. So Frenzy is my main skill, and then I have double swing maxed out as well. I have 1 point into bash and double throw just to be able to have double swing unlocked, and Frenzy because they are prerequisites for combat masteries. I have maxed out mace because of the fact that that's what I'm going to be using, and then 1 point into each one of these just to be able to boost up the stamina for the increased speed, especially when I do actually hit with Frenzy and need to run away. And Iron Skin, and Natural Resistance, so just a little bit of 1 point wonders there. So for the War Cries, I have 1 point into most of these. So for example, the 1 points are Howl, Shout, and Battle Command. The rest of it goes into maxing Battle Orders, and then I put the rest of my points into Taunt because it is synergy for Frenzy. As far as the gear, I know my inventory looks kind of weird. I'll go over that in a bit. Again, the main thing is I want to be able to focus on crushing blow. So with that said, I have a G-Face for 35%. And the extra strength really does help. Deadly Strike is really nice, especially for just the, again, base damage. It's going to be flails, as you see, so it's not going to be a lot. So anything that can help boost it up, because as I've gone over in my Grief versus Last Wish video, when it comes to Crushing Blow, you're going to get a lot of use out of it till about maybe halfway to arguably 3/4 of the actual fight, and because it has a diminishing return, it only takes out a percentage of what the health that whatever you're fighting has currently. It's not the total health when it starts the fight. It's whenever you hit them. Like for example, we're going to go with the Ubers and Uber Tristram. It takes off 12.5%. So it's not going to be 12.5% from the total health when we start the fight. It's whatever they're at currently when I hit them. We want to have good base damage to supplement for the percentage that's going to be chunked off, because at the very end it's going to be so little, it's not going to be enough with just Crushing Blow. You need to be able to have good base damage to go along with it. And for the amulet, just a regular 15 all-res one. Again, this is stuff that you can find through a regular gameplay from normal to hell, and you can also make a prismatic amulet as well if you want to craft it. So it's really budget stuff here. Nothing that you're going to be looking at as far as thinking, man, I don't know how he got it. You can make this through just going through hell difficulty. And Duress is going to be the main body armor that I'm going to use. Again, is going to be the highest rune of this build, and it goes for Duress. For the extra Crushing Blow, Open Wound is going to be really nice, and the hit recovery is going to be really essential because I'm going to be swing and missing constantly. So when I get hit, I want to be able to continue to swing, so that way I can hopefully get a hit. And with that said, what I'm going to be hitting with is dual black rune words. These are the exact ones that I use to be able to get through hell. And with the good IAS, a little bit of boost to attack rating, but especially the 40% chance of Crushing Blow is going to be really helpful with being able to knock down their health really quickly. The belt, String of Beers, for the life leech, damage reduced, is going to be really, really helpful as well. And then for the boots, Goblin Toes, nothing else really to expect. I didn't really want to go with Gore Riders because yes, the Deadly Strike is nice, but I wanted to go with something that is going to be just helping with the Crushing Blow. I mean, with 115%, I probably can switch to them, but at this point, I'm just going to stick with this. The gloves, for the IAS, extra boost to fire resistances, and especially the 350% damage to demons is going to be really helpful again with the base damage for the flails, because I'm not going to be dealing much damage at all. I mean, 2 to 52. That's nothing. This is going to be really helpful with being able to just add to whatever base damage for the last bit of the fight that I need. So Ravenfrost, a little bit of extra attack rating, and the extra mana is going to be nice because I am going to be burning through mana like no other, but just to not be frozen is going to be super helpful. And then just a regular rare ring for a little bit of extra IAS, mana, and lightning resistance. So again, nothing special, nothing top tier. And to really make this budget, I am not using anything on the offhand. I am simply just using what you see here. What you see is what you get. And let me go ahead and explain the inventory now, because it does look a little crazy. So at this point, if you are trying to fight Ubers, I would imagine that your build is going to be really nice, but also your inventory is going to be stacked with everything that you actually need to be able to fight them. I'm using half my inventory on purpose to really simulate the idea that this is a super budget build, because it obviously is. So I have just a regular 40 to life, 1 mastery, 1 war cry, and an attack rating Grand Charm. So nothing that you wouldn't be able to find through a gameplay, or if you wanted to be able to roll GCs, you might be able to get a good GC out of that. I do have 2 good small charms for max damage, AR, and life. And the rest of them are just whatever. I have a couple of 20 lives that I will find in just a second. So a little bit of booster resistance there into run walk, and then 20 to life. And that's it. My cube is full of rejuves, because the one thing when it comes to fighting the Ubers with the build that I have, I'm going to be chugging rejuves like no other. As you can see, I'm not using Drax. I have no source of life tap. I have nothing but rejuves to be able to help me kill Diablo Clone and Ubers. So my idea is, if I start to run out of rejuves in my belt, which it's fully loaded, I'm going to take my cube, first run away, and with Frenzy, that hopefully will give me enough speed to run away and to not drag them, so that way I can take my cube out, throw it on the ground, and put the 4 rejuves that end up here, fill it up with my belt, pick up my cube, and then just start picking up the rejuves off the ground, and that will add it to your belt very quickly. It's the same kind of technique you would use to fight the Ancients quest, so that way you can actually have enough to kill them without having to go to town, because once you go to town, it resets it. My mercenary, there you go, is budget as well. Nothing crazy. Blackhorn's Face for some lightning absorb, and that's really all that's going to be good for. Smoke for some boost to resistances, and then obedience. And you can pick whatever base you want. I just ended up finding a Thresher, so I just rolled obedience, and that was it. So this is going to be really helpful with being able to, again, help me towards the end of the fight. Also has a really good amount of crushing blow and adds to resistance as well. But as you can see here, he has the potential to do over 3,000 damage. But I'm thinking more maybe in the 1,800 to 2,500 is going to be the real realistic idea for what he's going to be dealing. So he's going to be helping with a lot of damage towards the end. My goal is to stand in front of him whenever I'm fighting anybody, so that way I tank the damage and he is able to just keep fighting. I already spawned Diablo Clone in this game because I'm using the same technique that I used in my video where I'm able to help you get him to spawn immediately, and he is currently already spawned. I haven't gone to visit him yet, but let's go ahead and see if it actually works. So so there we go, Frenzy's ready, and oh, really? I hate when they gang up like that. So annoying. This actually is working. I'm very surprised. So, and also this is all players 1. Because at this point when you're doing this, you're not really doing it for experience, you're doing it because you want either the anti-charm or you want the torch. So it's not going to help with drop odds when it comes to what's going to roll better if it's on players 1 or players 8. It's just going to have the same chances regardless. So I'm not going to be trying to overdo it. That actually worked. And also too, as you can see, I'm not using a torture anti either. I'm just, let's see, is it going to be godly? Come on, 2020. Crap. So let's go ahead and do that. No, there we go. Okay, so, and I use just 1 row in my belt, so it's not too bad. Cool, now he has enchant, so he has better attack rating, I believe. I'm not too familiar with enchant, I don't use it. I don't even think I've ever used enchant. So there we go, let's go ahead and refill this. Okay, so that worked. And we're gonna go to Tristram and see if we can I want Diablo to focus simply on me. So I'm not even looking at his health, I'm looking at my mercenary's health and my health. Because if I'm still swinging, Diablo is not dead. That's my main way to kind of know if this is succeeding or not. So I just want my mercenary to stay alive. You can do this without a merc. It's definitely going to be way harder. But, I mean, because I run Ubers without my merc all the time. He kind of just usually dies in Mephisto anyway, even with his really good gear. So for some reason, he's still alive, and I just want to make sure that he stays that way. That's 1. Okay, cool. All right, let's go. Let's get it. So, okay. Ooh, there we go. So I want to fight Mephisto last. I hate fighting him. I hate everything about fighting Mephisto. Cool. This actually is working. This is dumb. Okay. Just kill him. Just kill him. Come on. Come on. I know Mephisto is going to be a pain in the ass. I know that for a fact. So, but this shockingly is actually working very well. I mean, it's painful to watch because you just know that you're swinging and missing everywhere. But as far as a really budget setup, this actually is working very well so far. I mean, it is only Diablo and Bale so far, but Mephisto is the real test for this. So again, if he's still swinging, then Diablo or Bale's not dead. So come on. Come on, Bale. Cool. Now Mephisto. Okay, so I told you about the rejuves. Let's go ahead and restock. I might have to go and get my Merc again, which sucks because I really don't want to, but if I have to, then you know what? It's meant to be that way. So let's go ahead and get him. I'm just going to put him in the last slots. There we go. All right. I do not want anything to do with that poison cloud at all. That poison cloud is going to be literal death of me, so. I don't even know what his health is, but I'm just watching mine. Oh my god! Yes! Wow, that actually hella worked. Dude! There you go. Dumb cheap build. Nothing above wait, what's the... I can't really care that much until I actually check the large term. Come on, 2020, 1519, Amazon. So, not bad. Cool. There you go. Super budget build, nothing above was able to go and kill Uber Tristram. I didn't want to really do the mini Ubers as far as showing that. I just did it with my actual endgame gear just because I wanted to focus on Uber Tristram. But there you go. It can work. It is a very viable build, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the video and can go and try to find your own builds that are going to be able to kill Ubers, especially if you're trying to do it on a budget. If you have any ideas or suggestions that you want me to try, leave them in the comments down below. I'll be more than happy to do my research to try them out for you guys. Other than that, if you like the content, want to see more, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification to be notified whenever a new video comes out. And if you like this video, please go ahead and give it a like and share it as well. I would love to, again, do more builds like this, but it's going to be up to you guys on giving me ideas because I'm not too familiar with anything other than really a paladin. A little bit of an assassin, but Barb is what I traditionally use when it comes to fighting Ubers. So if you have any ideas for other characters, let me know in the comments section down below. Other than that, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.